What will property transactions do next year in 2023? Property transactions means how many properties will be sold and therefore bought during the next year. That was my question in our daily property quiz. That was question number 3. If you missed them, check them out in the other videos. Play the game, play the quiz with us to test your knowledge and learn every day. So what do I think? In my professional opinion, as a buyer agent, I'm every day in the market in Spain. Every week we help our clients, international clients, buy properties in Spain, evaluate them, get the deals done, etc., secure them, give guarantees. In my opinion, property transactions will go down next year, meaning less houses, apartments will be sold next year compared to this year, 2022. Bit of context now, because is that good or bad for you? Well, depends if you're on which side you are. First piece of context. You should know that in 2022, property transactions have gone up by around 13%. And that's a big number. But what does it mean, 13%? First, okay, but what is this? 30% more transactions this year compared to last year means that if you take every working hour of the entire year 2022, every working hour this year, 40 more people will have bought a property compared to last year, 2021. That's a lot. 40 additional people every single working hour of the year. That's a big increase. About 87,000 additional purchases in the entire year. Now, next year it's going to go down. How much? There's no crystal ball, but as an economist, as a buyer agent, taking everything into account, 10% is likely. It's very reasonable, I think, given everything that is happening in the market, in the financial market, in the property market. But if they go 10% down, there's still a lot higher than, for instance, in the period of 2013 through to 2017, which was after the previous financial and property crisis, but still higher. That's one piece of context that is important. Why do I think the transactions will go down? The major thing, and you will have read this in the news, is interest rates have gone up in Europe 4 times already this year. By the way, there's another video where I talk about interest rates and explain you the whole mechanism behind it, what it means for you, what it means for buyers or for tenants. Interest rates have gone up. They basically eat the purchasing power of buyers. They make buying more expensive, or for the same budget, they reduce, they lower the type of property, the budget, the purchase price you can access with a given budget. The economy is still facing high inflation across Europe. A slowdown is likely, economic slowdown, and therefore it's likely that some people will not buy properties. We see, for instance, it's just one example, in the tech industry, a lot of companies are laying off people. Those people, if they don't have a job, they will probably not get a mortgage, will probably not buy a property then next year. That's just one example of how the market dynamics work, how situations in the economy impact demand and supply on the property market. So that's one reason why transactions go down. Also, the high inflation, average in Europe still around 9 to 10%. Spain is a bit lower now. It eats the available budget of the families. So you have less money to spend. So that's also helping to reduce the transactions a bit in the next year. But there's also elements that will increase or maintain the demand for property. So increase or maintain the number of buyers in Spain. What are these factors? The high inflation as well. Because if you have the money on your bank account, high inflation makes that your money loses value every single day, and you don't want that. So property is a very good protection against inflation. Secondly, people have saved significantly more of the last 2 years after COVID or during COVID. And these savings are waiting to be invested somewhere. Thirdly, where to invest your savings? Well, financial markets, stock markets, crypto is very, very volatile. Many of these markets have lost significant percentages of value. So property is a safe haven for for investing, for preserving your capital, and for getting still good ROIs when you rent out a property, or just preserving the capital if you use the property for yourself. Additionally, if the prices were to drop a bit, or even if they remain stable, that will trigger demand from other people, mainly people who don't need a mortgage to buy property. They say, wait, becomes attractive now, so let's step in, let's get into the market and invest in a property, take the opportunity. And the final point, that also in helping to maintain demand high, sustain it, or maybe increase it, is that also rental prices in Spain are going up. They have gone up significantly in Spain. Average in Spain is around 6%, if I'm not mistaken. But in Barcelona, for instance, one of the big cities, rental prices this year on year, went up by 20%. That's massive, and supply of properties went down. So if you continue renting, it's also going to become more expensive. So the incentive to think about buying, even with a slightly higher interest rate, is becoming more relevant for many people. So that's my prediction on the transactions for properties in Spain next year, for how many properties will be bought and sold next year. Will this impact the prices? Follow us, subscribe. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the prices in a lot more detail. I'll give you my predictions. And there's also many other topics. Look at the quiz questions, play the quiz, look at the other answers on YouTube, and learn more, take better decisions. In a market that is changing so much as today, expert advice, experts' opinion and recommendations are more valuable than ever. And a final point, if you're thinking of, should I buy a property instead of renting, check out our masterclass, because this masterclass available for 39 euros at the moment, massive discount just for you, so you can evaluate properly. But I accompany you through videos and examples with a lot of numbers, what is best for you. Hope you enjoyed watching, see you in the next video, and play the quiz.